We're excited about these opportunities this week that we have playing Indiana, a team that we had two games with last year that couldn't have been different stories in each game. Our game in Indiana was probably the game that put us in the NCAA tournament. Our game here was started out great and went south as bad as it ever has here. So who knows what we'll see tomorrow, but they got a talented team. Their backcourt is playing as good as any backcourt in the league, and their big boy is a really good player as well. So it's going to be a struggle for us to score. It's going to be even more difficult to defend because of the dribble drive and just attacking the basket, which we haven't been great at all year, and I'm sure they've seen that, and we have to be good and better in that area.
Brandon?
Hey, Coach. Looks like DJ is going to be attacking and defending that hole that Anunoby would have filled had he not gone down to injury. So, is it the plan really to exploit that fresh spot that Indiana's trying to figure out with the loss of Anunoby, or how are you approaching that area of the court?
I mean, we have a plan. We'll have different, but we don't know who's going to guard who. We do not know. Tom's done some really good things in the past against us that have changed up our attack right in the middle of the game. But we'll see how we can score points. But we've had 2 days to prepare. We'll have 2 days to prepare. We can do some new things, but they'll have counters as well. So I'm not going to tell you our plan, but I do know that they got a good team, and we're going to have to work hard to score points.
James?
John, your team has been playing with a sense of urgency as of late, and now you're kind of entering like the meat of the schedule with
Right.
2 against Indiana, 2 against State, against Wisconsin. How much does that urgency ratchet up entering this stretch?
Well, when you go from the non-conference to the league, I think there's certainly things change their mindset. But then now when you go into the mid part of the season, I think people know that you can't keep losing games and expect to be in the hunt at the end of the year in your league or in the NCAA tournament. So whether it's a little bit, I don't think we've gone into any game because you can't lose to Central Arkansas and say, hey, we're an NCAA tournament team. So all games are important. At the same time, these guys know a lot of different people that play on these teams. They know how good Wisconsin's been lately. They certainly got beat by Illinois. We got beat by Illinois, so that was there. And now they know a lot of these Indiana kids, and those 2 games last year were really, told a lot about the passion between the 2 teams. So I think people are amped up, and it could continue to go all through the year.
And then with the way the team has trended the past 2 games against Wisconsin and Illinois, how much can this team ill afford to kind of suffer a setback or take a step back?
As you hear me say many times, there's no one game right now that you say is a must game that if you lose it, let's cash in the chips. But these are important games right now. These are really important games that if you look at this league, there's a couple of teams out front, and maybe it's been their schedule, maybe it's been just dumb luck, or maybe it's been great play. Who knows? But it's a long way right now from determining who's going to win the league and who's going to be in the NCAA tournament because of everybody's got 11 games or so left.